Welcome to today's Ukraine war update for August 7, 2026. After more than a year of delay, Washington finally moved. On Thursday, the United States Senate passed the long-stalled Russia sanctions bill by a lopsided 86-11, a bill so bound to one man that it now carries his name, the Lindsey Sanctioning Russia Act, for the senator who championed it and died last month before he could see it pass. It was introduced, in the end, by his sister. The bill hands President Trump the power to impose tariffs of up to 100% on the biggest buyers of Russian oil and gas, China and India chief among them, and to sanction Russia's banks, its elite, and the shadow fleet that carries its crude. It is not law yet. It still has to clear the House, which is away until September. But after 15 months of going nowhere, the machinery of American sanctions has, at last, begun to turn. And while Washington debated its tariffs, Ukraine kept enforcing the kind it calls its own, long-range sanctions, delivered by drone. Overnight, its Lopsided drones flew more than 1,700 kilometers to Yekaterinburg, deep in the Ural Mountains, and set fire to a giant warehouse of Wildberries, Russia's answer to Amazon, which Kiev accuses of moving parts for the war. 800 people were evacuated. No one was hurt. It was among the deepest strikes of the war, proof that the reach Ukraine built during its 40-day campaign has not faded. Washington's sanctions may bite in September. Ukraine's took effect overnight. But Russia is now playing the same game in reverse. Its overnight barrage, 147 drones and a pair of missiles, killed 9 people across Ukraine and wounded nearly 90. In the Kharkiv region, near Lozova, 2 were killed by cluster munitions. And this time, Moscow aimed pointedly at Ukraine's own energy. It struck 7 oil and gas extraction sites run by Ukrnafta, the state fuel company, along with several of its filling stations. What one Ukrainian official called the heaviest attack on the firm in memory. As Ukraine burns Russia's refineries, Russia is now burning Ukraine's gas fields. And with winter only months away, both sides are aiming, more and more, at the fuel that keeps the other warm. Russia's losses kept their steady climb, around 1,200 more soldiers in a day, its total now above 1,455,000, and its drone tally nearing 448,000. On the ground, the fighting held its shape, 192 clashes along the line, with Pokrovsk once again the hottest sector, where 25 Russian assaults were repelled. And there was a rare piece of encouragement for Kiev. Monitors noted that Russia's advance has actually slowed, gaining barely 13 square miles in the past month, its worst pace in some time. The paper sanctions may be slow. So lately is Russia. That wraps up today's update. If you found this useful, press the like button and subscribe in order to support this channel. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll see you tomorrow.